Monday, March 17th, 2019 will forever remain green in the hearts of Iguosa members of the God's Kingdom Society. That was the day set aside for the dedication of the service hall. At about 8:30 a.m., members of the Lord's Ministry, led by our able Vice President in the person of Brother Felix Adedokun, arrived safely here at Iguosa. They were received with joy by members of the branch.
Mr. Ikuriko to this place. Mr. Ikuriko. I got the younger brother is here. His younger brother. One nephew. This man has gone back. That's the bulldozer.
Yes. Una go enter Facebook o. Una go enter Facebook. Facebook time. Na don enter Facebook already. Na just go on Facebook.
I saw your interview. Yes. That young guy on Facebook.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay. These now sisters from the Lost Ministries. They are here to grace the occasion, the dedication of the Iguosa service hall. You can see them smiling, happy. Thank God for their safe arrival. Yeah.
Immediately after cutting of the tape and prayers, the service began with a theocratic song of praise number 15, sung by the congregation. In its opening prayers, the Vice President prayed God Almighty to accept the sacrifice made by members in erecting a place of worship. He acknowledged the fact that God Almighty did not dwell in houses made by mortals, but prayed the Heavenly Father to have respect on those that will be using the service hall for the worship of His holy name. He also prayed God to accept prayers made by members who will be using this service hall for worship, prayers that are in line with His will and purpose. In his opening speech, he thanked God Almighty for this special day where we gather together for the dedication of the service hall. Immediately after his opening speech, he called on the choir for a special rendition. Thereafter, the Vice President called on the chairman of the branch, Brother Moses Igbonogodua, to give his welcome address. In his welcome address, the chairman acknowledged the presence of the President, represented by the Vice President, members of the Lord's Ministry, Administrative Committee of various branches, chairman and members of the laity, Women Fellowship Committee, the League of Freedomites, brothers and sisters.
To Jehovah the Almighty God, and each beloved Son, Jesus Christ, our Savior, for their love, mercy, divine protection, divine favor, and goodness on us. By His grace, we are His children, and are called into His glorious kingdom for peace and life. It is with joy, high sense of humility, and respect in the Lord that I welcome you to this occasion of the dedication of Iguosa branch service hall this 17th day of March 2019 by God's grace.
For the successful dedication of the service hall, the chairman thanked the following numbers of persons.
May I seize this opportunity to thank all members, non-members, and friends of the church who made this dedication a success. Special thanks goes to the President and Executive Board, members of the God's Kingdom Society, and Brother Daniel Uri, the initiator of the branch by God's grace. I thank those that gave donations while the building work was ongoing. Also, to those that sent in goodwill messages and or made adverts on our program.
But just like Oliver Twist, the chairman asked for more.
As a new branch, there are still many things to be done to enable us to settle properly for the Lord's business of service and worship. As we are dedicating the hall, I wish to let you know that we need funds for musical sound equipment, electrification of the hall, fencing for security reasons or purpose, the administrative minister residence with convenience attached, and stores also attached, a functioning secretariat. May I stress this? A functioning secretariat. We need to employ a staff that will be here working for us by the grace of God. Our office should be here where we have our electronic system to communicate. When people want to get more or information about the church, they come here, they get answers, or they are attended to. Another thing that has to do with the church. So somebody has to be here. So we need a functioning secretariat. Now that the world has gone global in terms of internet, we need to be in the process. We need to be internet compliant by the grace and power of God.
Again, the chairman was called upon to give the history of the branch. According to the chairman, the branch started as a unit on Sunday, 16th November 2014, on a clarion call made by Brother Daniel Uri, who was the station minister of Edo State Zone as at that time. Brother Moses Iguosa, who is now the chairman of the branch, was appointed as a coordinator of the unit. The unit was opened for Wednesday study meeting on 21st January 2015 at Iguosa Demonstration Group of School, Iguosa. They were there for 2 years, from 21st January 2015 to 31st December 2016. Between that time, they were in search for a piece of land, and by the end of that year, 2016, they were able to get a piece of land at Iguosa, in which compensation was paid by the Lord's ministry. The name of the unit was then changed from Iguosa to Iguosa unit upon relocation to the rented apartment beside the land at Iguosa. Wednesday study meeting commenced in the rented apartment on 4th January 2017. On 18th of February 2017, the foundation of the service hall was laid by the president of the church, Brother G.O. Ifiasho. By the beginning of the year 2018, the building was already at the roofing stage. This was made possible by the Iguosa members' relentless contribution and the contributions from other members. In continuation, the chairman added,
The branch cried to the Lord's ministry to the tune of 2.7 million naira, and the sum of 1.5 million naira was approved and given. The branch went out soliciting for funds and contributions were coming steadily by God's grace. An anonymous sister from the branch gave 1 million naira, and the roofing was concluded. Earlier, on 15 July 2017, during the lead of Federal Annual National Assembly held in Benin City, the present-day chairman, Badajua Amarin, promised to seal the hall, and that was filled in November 2018 by God's grace. On 5th August 2018, Sunday Divine Service commenced as approved by the Lord's ministry, in which the Vice President, Bernard Felix Kunayo Adedoku, officiated. Invitees from within and outside the church graced the occasion. Arriving from the foregoing, the branch bought a piano, which is in use for service presently. Furthermore, the administrative committee and women fellowship committees were constituted by letters dated 2nd October 2018 and 11th November 2018, in which the General Secretary of the Church, Brother Tim Minister, were appreciated and inaugurated the committees respectively. The committee members include Administrative Committee 1, Brother Moses O. Iguosa, Chairman, Brother Simeon P. Obia, Vice Chairman, 3, Brother Lucky N. Iguosa, Secretary, 4, Brother Abraham Idemo, Financial Secretary from Treasury. Women Fellowship Committee 1, Sister Patience Idemo, Chairperson, 2, Sister Hero, Secretary, 3, Sister Faith Iguosa, Financial Secretary, 4, Sister Amy Ubie, Treasurer.
The sermon for the day captioned, "Except the Lord builded the house, they that build it labored in vain," was delivered by the station minister, Brother Kingsley Ekewedaye. In the sermon, the minister emphasized that whatever thing God has approved will always come to pass, and that no mortal can hold back the hand of God. Citing Isaiah 14, verse 27, which says, "For the Lord of hosts hath proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?" The minister stated that the setting up of the Iguosa branch was made possible by God. He gave instances of the case of Nehemiah, who was building the walls of Jerusalem as at that time. Despite distraction from their enemies, they succeeded in building the walls. This was made possible because God was involved.
And Gishen sent unto me,
and Gishen they sent unto me, saying, Come,
let us meet together in some one of the villages.
So let us meet together in one of the villages. We want to bring distraction. Yes.
In the plain of Onu.
Yes, Lord.
But they told to do me mischief.
And they told to do me mischief. Their mind was to distract them, so that they will not build the wall of Jerusalem. Yes.
And I sent messengers unto them.
And I sent messengers unto them, saying,
I am doing a great work.
I am doing a great work. I am building the wall of Jerusalem. I am doing a great work. Yes.
So that I cannot come down.
So that I cannot come down.
Why should the work cease?
Why should the work cease?
Whilst I live in.
Whilst I live in.
And come down to you.
And come down to you.
Yes, they sent unto me 4 times after this
song. Because of this, they sent unto him 4 times. So people are very stubborn. So they said no, but they sent unto him 4 times. What was the aim? To discourage them from building the wall of Jerusalem. Yes.
And I answered them after the same manner.
And after them, after the same manner, the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, I the same manner. Yes.
They sent Sambalat, his servant, unto me in like manner.
They sent Sambalat the same time unto me the same manner. Yes.
The fifth time with an open letter in his hand.
The fifth time with an open letter in his hand. Yes.
So the word was finished in the 20th and 5th day of the month.
So the word was finished in the 20th and 5th day of the month. Yes.
And it came to pass.
And it came to pass
that when all our enemies heard thereof.
So when all our enemies heard thereof.
And all the heathen that were about us saw these things.
And all the heathen that were about us saw these things. Yes.
They were most cast down in their own eyes.
They were most cast down in their own eye. Yes.
For they perceived that this work was wrought of our God.
Take note of this. Read again.
For they perceived that this work was wrought of our God.
So they were not discouraged, and they perceived that this work was wrought of our God. So what I want us to take from this, they were building the wall of Jerusalem. They were discouraged, or they tried to make them to be discouraged. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, they moved ahead. At long last, they succeeded. And they know that this war was wrought for the Lord. Which means that if God Almighty said, yes, I put my hand in this, no matter the opposition from any quarter, no matter the discouragement from any quarter, by God's grace and power, we are going to succeed. God say we stand, that we stand. Not that because that thing that you are saying you do is not going to pass, doesn't mean that God Almighty is not with you. No, but it is because the word that God stands, say we stand, we stand. There are many devices in the heart of a man. Yes. Nevertheless,
the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
The counsel of the Lord that shall stand. It is what God Almighty approved that shall stand. And the good of pride, it is what that approved. That is why we are singing today by His grace and power. Brothers, sisters, and friends, here I come to the end. I serve the Lord to do it. The labor is there. Thank you very much for being here.
After the sermon, there were various musical performances by the young choir of Iguosa, the Andioma Cultural Group, and the Umualese Choral Group of Ikuba Hill. present at the occasion is the chairman of the laity, Nigeria and abroad, Brother Joel Omare. During the second session of the service, Brother Omare commended the effort of members and stressed on the need for us as Christians to always put the work of God above our personal need.
The problem with me and you is we think too much about ourselves, whereas we are nothing. And all the problems we think we want to solve, we really cannot solve anyone if God is not with us. That was why Jesus Christ, he reminded us in Matthew chapter 6. If you read from verse 1 to the end, in verse 33 he told us, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things you are thinking about, you are worrying about, God Almighty will make them possible. That is what he was replicating here. Read on this.
For a man's life consisted not in the abundance of the things which he possesses.
Say a man's life does not consist in those things that we treasure so much. Wives, children, properties. No. Because the day you die, none of them will go with you. You go alone. So why not make an impact to humanity? If a brother or a sister or a family will put up a service hall like this, you will have done it on behalf of those who cannot buy a tire. For here they will come and enjoy. A brother has bought a fan for the altar stage. I don't know if he's sitting there, but we all that sat there, we are enjoying it to the glory of God. So anytime we are doing those things to glorify God, anytime we are doing anything in the name of God, God Almighty appreciates. Those who do it for may not even recognize, may not even know that you've done anything. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you are investing in the work of God. Repeat that please, just well.
For a man's life consisted not in the abundance of things.
For which reason, anything that we have, for the time that we have life, use it positively to the glory of God. Yes.
So indeed that layeth up treasure for himself.
That by so doing, we are doing what? We are investing. We are laying up treasure, things that God will remember in a difficult time, in a challenging time. Particularly for us to be ushered into the kingdom of God fully established. A place that we are told that eye has not seen, ear has not heard, neither has it come to the heart of men. Those beautiful things that God prepared for those that love him in his kingdom fully established. Everything that we see here on earth, they are all temporary. You have yesterday, today you may have nothing. Pains that we suffer to live. But there is a place we are told that there will be no pains. Why can't we have that understanding and heap up treasure for ourselves to the glory of God?
Time will fail me to make mention of the various donations made by members and groups, not forgetting the donations of the supporters group from separate branches, as well as others. May God bless you all. In his closing remark, the Vice President, Brother Felix Adedoku, has this to say.
Read me verse 39 and verse 57. That will be enough for my comments. It is a prayer, but I want to use it as a comment. In all that we have done here, brothers and sisters, may the Lord bless us. May He continue to be with us. And so read 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 39 and verse 67.
Then hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place.
All that we have been doing here, brothers and sisters, we are not praying to God. God Almighty, may thou hear them from thy throne above in heaven. Read on.
And forgive.
And forgive all our trespasses, all our misdeeds, O Lord God Almighty. May thou hear us in his house and forgive them. Yes.
And do.
And do.
And give to every man according to his ways.
As you have doing your work in our own way that are pleasing unto you, O Lord God Almighty, may thou reward us. Verse 57.
The Lord our God be with us.
The Lord our God may He be with us, brothers and sisters. Read on.
As He was with our fathers.
As He was with our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read on.
Let him not leave us.
God, please do not leave us.
Nor forsake us.
Or may you not forsake us. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. I pray you all brothers.
And this was closely followed by the closing prayer.
O Lord our Father, thou whose holy name is Jehovah, we thank thee for all you have used us to do here today. We have just only built a place where we call on your name, and like we have said in the opening prayer, and also this closing prayer, Lord God Almighty, do not look upon our iniquities, but when we call on thee in this house, please, Lord God our Father, may thou open your ears to hear our prayers. May thou not leave us, may thou not forget us, may thou not forsake us, O Father, as we live here to our different homes and abodes. May thou be with us now and forevermore, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Hail Jehovah and Jesus Christ.
Hail Jehovah and Jesus Christ.
In all, we thank God Almighty for the success that crowned the dedication of the service hall here at Iguosa. We pray God Almighty to continue to help the church so that we continue to experience more of such dedication by His grace and power. Indeed, we here at Iguosa, we have every cause to thank God Almighty for His goodness and the mercies which He has bestowed upon us all. We pray the good Lord to grant all those who came to the service of dedication journey mercy to their various stations, all by His grace and power.